So here it is, the broken Postie. Come here to pick it up so I can use parts of this on my other one. Use all the best parts, make the best Postie. It's looking like this one is actually better than the other one. Haven't seen this one in a while. But yeah, here it is. We had this box made for it. Pretty cool. Gonna take that off before we chuck it in the van. Okay, so I can't actually get this off. You can see there's the bolts holding it in. If you look underneath, there's bolts. So what I'm going to do is have to go grab an angle grinder, chop the bolts off from the top and lift it off. Tried for about 10 minutes here and no luck, so got to do that. After all that, we got it. Time to cut this thing off. Anyhow, this was doing it one end. Bit dark. Okay. Unravel this. Yes, this is only meant to be a day trip. Left at about 7 o'clock. Drove an hour and a half to get here. Now I'm here, and now I need to cut this thing off. Cool, we're in. Let's do this. Finally got it off, took forever. Yep, just angle grinded it, knocked it off, ripped it off, there it is. Now it's time to get this thing loaded up in the van and head on our way. There's the setup. Got to put this under here so it doesn't leak anywhere. Give it a bit of protection. Yeah, I need to put these tie down points in. Planning to do, don't know what they're called, like a bolt with a round hook on the end. One in each corner. Better than these roof ones, just a bit of wire. Yeah, let's get on the road. Picked this one up a couple of days ago. $800, not too bad. Rides pretty well. Everything's pretty good on it. The only thing it's missing is the mirrors. Didn't come with any mirrors, but my other bike over here has those mirrors, which I'm going to use. Yeah, move on to the next bike. And yeah, this is the CT110 Postie bike, as they're called. 110cc, top speed around 80 to 100, depending on the conditions, whether it be downhill, tailwind, you might get it up to 100. Yeah, so this is my first bike I bought, so I bought this for $800. A couple of years ago now, used to ride it a lot, lots of fun. Then smart me decided to give the engine a bit of a tune up, done the valve clearances. I noticed there was a bit of a leak where the sun plug was, so I thought it was smart to tighten it. Turns out I over tightened it and actually snapped it off. So I actually cracked the engine case where the thread runs up. I'll get a better view another day, but yeah, it's pretty much just a write-off. So I bought this other one to combine the two and make a pretty sick bike. So my plan is sort of like I don't know about a bobber, but like just a nice looking easy rider sort of bike. Gonna get some lower handlebars, use all the same gear, use that engine, cut the seat down lower. So as you can see, the thickness of this seat, about 100 mil. Gonna cut it down, as you can, like this seat's pretty worn out, so I'm going to use this seat as the one I'm going to cut, because that seat's a good one. So I'm going to like trim it down so it's about half the size. Nice little flat seat, drop me down lower, sitting down. That will accommodate for the lower bars and the flat bars. I'm going to remove the rack, just have a nice clean look. To do that, you need to get rid of the air filter. So go to this bike. The air filter usually sits in here, connects to the carby through here, this little section. Then out here, and that's the little inlet, air inlet. So what I've done with this one is actually got a pod filter. So pod filter straight into the carby and a bigger main jet, I think. Yeah, these these are full of junk, these fuel filters. Oh, that's what I forgot to get. Fuel filters. Cool. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna chuck this pod on the other one, and that means you can actually take off this whole air box and rack. Otherwise, if you had the original setup, you got to keep the rack because that's where the air inlet is. Some people have, they put a milk bottle lid in that actual inlet, drill a few holes, and that gives enough air. Not too much air, just enough that you need. If you take it off completely, there's too much air gets in, bike doesn't run, or doesn't run good anyway. So yeah, that's about it. Got some plans. Yeah, just gonna find the best bike to use as the base. I'm probably leaning more towards this one because previous owners have crashed this bike a few times. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. I don't really know the history of this, but it looks a lot better condition. Just the frame anyway. So I'm just gonna take the best parts off both, merge it into one. This one has the running engine where the other one doesn't. Yep, that's about it. This one has good tyres, this one doesn't, so pretty much just swap and change till I get all the best parts onto one bike. Just go from there. Cool stuff.